Hey everybody, it's Tiffany. Happy Saturday. So today I'm just going to talk a little bit about filing requirements, okay? Because there is a filing requirement, but I don't think most people know what it is and if you should file even if you don't meet that filing requirement. All right, so excuse me because I'm reading, but if you are filing as single and you're under 65, the filing requirement is $13,850. So that means all of the income you made has to be $13,850 or more for federal to be required to file. Now, if you don't meet that, should you still file? And a lot of times that answer is yes, because you may get back everything you had withheld. You may be eligible for credits like earned income credit. So again, I would suggest you see your tax professional to see if you're required to file and then if you should file, because even though you might not be required, you probably should if you're eligible to get money back. Okay, so that's for single, $13,850 if you are under 65. If you're 65 or older, it goes up, so it's $15,700. Now, another question that I get is Social Security and age. So filing requirements have nothing to do with, oh, I'm X years old now, so I don't need to file anymore. That's not true. It all comes down to the filing requirement dollar amounts, because you may be getting a lot from retirement or other sources of income. You might have a little part-time job, something like that. But also, if Social Security is your only source of income, like you get no other income, no retirement, nothing, Social Security on its own is not taxable, so you wouldn't need to file at all. That's the only kind of time when you wouldn't have to even look at filing, if all you're getting is Social Security. All right, now, if you are married filing joint and you're both under 65, that filing requirement is, and by the way, this is all for 2023, these adjust every year. So if you're both under 65, the filing requirement is $27,700. If one of you is 65 or older, the filing requirement is $29,200. If both of you are over 65, the filing requirement is $30,700. And then there's married filing separate and head of household and qualified surviving spouse as well. There are different amounts for those, but these are the most common, so I'm going to give you those. And again, talk to your tax person to see if you meet the filing requirement. If someone is telling you you don't need to file and you would feel more comfortable seeing that in writing, ask to see what the filing requirements are and have them explain it to you. I have clients that don't need to file. They're under the filing requirement as far as money, and maybe they get a little bit of Social Security, but they're under the filing requirement and they still want to file, and that's okay. You can still file if you're not required to. Like I said, you may want to get withholdings back or credits, but also some people just want to file because they don't want to have to worry about it. That's like an information filing, and that's totally fine too. I have started doing it. I used to just do it for federal so that they didn't have to pay for state. Now I don't charge for that at all, but for state I charge just a tiny little bit for an informational filing, but that's it. And that's really just because I have to. But I file for federal and state now because when all that stimulus stuff was going out, if they just filed for federal, they didn't get state stimulus because they didn't have any record of them filing. So now I file both just in case. So if anything happens where states look at that, then they're covered, okay? So that's just a little tip for people. If you're not required to file, maybe you should, because if stimulus or something like that comes back again, they need record of you having filed to get that to you. So you may still want to file no matter what anyway. All right, now that's it for today. I hope that helped, and have a great Saturday. I'll see you later. Bye.